like that. You mentioned people in your family playing 2K. Does your daughter play 2K yet?
My daughter will play 2K now. She likes playing games where there's girls in the game.
Yes.
And so she'll be excited because she can recognize all the WNBA teams on the game.
So you guys gonna play together?
I think so. We got the console, hook it up. Yeah, but I'm not gonna take it easy on her.
I like that.
No.
Tough love.
Nope. Yep.
Well, you're on the court playing with
Welcome, sports. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, there is a bit of history for Che and AW. They lived together leading up to the draft. They worked out together and helped each other improve. They may not be on the same team, but...
Thanks for that report, David. It's always interesting, isn't it, Greg, when buddies go up against one another?
And the last thing you want to do is lose to a friend. There's a lot of pride at stake, even though there's a lot of love.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Vonleh and Towns, the duo inside. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. And it's Walden in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. Looking at the schedule, Doris, about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Really known for his strength and the broad shoulders that he possesses has allowed this guy to make a living finishing through contact.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Wiggins. Here's Towns. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can be a 20-and-10 guy consistently. This guy is a workhorse on the glass.
Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Walden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Towns. Kept alive.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Howard. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Minnesota's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Teague with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. He has 6.
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
Outside Teague.
Ah, shit.
The shot from the low post is good.
Let's go, Ducky.
Teague's got 5 points so far.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater.
Oh.
And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Outside, Walden. Outside, Teague. Back to Walden. That's good, and so Teague with the
They be getting
assist.
speed on in the
A
paint
point
since
guard
Anthony's
must
gone.
understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
The baseline J off the mark. The Lakers trail. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make.
Oh,
He's got to
super
be
foul.
upset with that one.
Gotcha.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Teague. And he lays it straight in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
What the
Towns with
fuck?
steal. Fast break, Minnesota.
This
Teague
game
with
makes
the
me
ball.
upset.
Got a piece of it.
Jump ball.
From 13, Kuzma pulls it in.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Outside, Walden. Six on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Count it. Walden's got his second bucket.
And that is hustle right there. Gotta respect seeing Walden go so hard on the offensive glass.
Caldwell Pope outside. The three. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And James throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Passes to Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the evening. The free throw drops for Towns.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
So it's Minnesota now, following the three by the Lakers. Here's T. He had 19 points in the win against Oklahoma City. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dwight Howard. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Walden. And there's the pass to Cousins. It's stolen by T. Outside, Walden. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. Here's Wiggins. The kick out to Teague.
Ah, good shit.
Here's Vonleh. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Well, Noah Vonleh was given a lot of minutes to work with last season, and he showed solid improvement.
Well, Vonleh was productive both as a scorer and a rebounder. He made great use of the opportunity presented to him. You think about it, he came into the league at such a young age. You forget he's still years away from what we should consider his prime.
Here's T, following the three by the Lakers. Towns with the bucket.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Three-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Wiggins missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Wiggins. He had 31 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And doors for Jeff Teague. He's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Wiggins and Covington fill the wings. Zhang is out there with Van, and it's Napier in at the point. Zhang finds Wiggins. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Murray. Minnesota with the rebound. Vonleh's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wiggins passes to Zhang. Dishes it to Napier. Goes up at the stripe. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Now, here's Napier. He's guarded closely.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Murray. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Quinn Cook. Timberwolves also changing it up. Walden comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Teague in for Shabazz Napier. Now here's Teague. Tight defense on him. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 4. Down low. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
They get a hand on it. And Teague, here we go. Misses from close range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Damn.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
He's received the 4th most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season, the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Well, Dwight Howard's massive frame makes him a problem on the interior. Good job drawing contact.
Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things differently.
Well, probably two guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has in his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Teague can't hit.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And the three ball is good.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Outside, Walden. Pass to Wiggins. Kicks it to Jang. Clock at 4. From the wing. Another miss by Minnesota.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The drive by James.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Knocked away. And the layup is good. He's got 22.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Wiggins kicks to Teague. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Walden. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
Shoots from the corner. Here's Kuzma. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Kuzma's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. And the Timberwolves call time here.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
Time now to look at the race for Rookie of the Year. And, of course, it's still early. A little over a month gone in this new NBA season. But let's take a look at who's made a nice impact so far. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
And part of why the Wolves get to the line so much, they take a lot of two-point shots.
And that's a trade-off, right, Kev? We all know the analytics like the three-point shot. They like restricted area twos. But the best way to get to the line is to challenge the teeth of that defense. You can't do that from 25 feet away, guys.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Timberwolves trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
From past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough...
1 second.
Tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Good, nice play there from Vonleh.
Reading the court well, leave someone open on AW squad, and you're going to pay.
Pass to Kuzma. And it's good for two. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.